This episode of Huntin' Them Games is brought to you by Borderlands 3. And in celebration of the upcoming game, Borderlands 3, we are going to be offering this episode with absolutely no microtransactions. So what does that mean to you? Well, evidently, that means you get to choose what hat I wear. You chose Fedora. To continue, click here now. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the switch.bit. This is Huntin' Them Games, episode 8. Hold on. Episode 8. And this is where I bring to you all the games that I found over the course of the past few weeks from pawn shops, garage sales, flea markets, that kind of thing. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. Hit the ding dong to get the notifications. Comment. I want to know what games you're looking for. What games have you found? Show me your videos. All the things. Comment down in the sections below. And then hit the like button if you like what I'm doing. Alright, so let's get right into it. Alright, first we're going to talk about pawn shop finds. What I found first, I got a few controllers. And I love finding controllers at pawn shops because they can get kind of expensive, honestly. If you're going to like GameStop or if you're looking online, the only times you can find really cheap controllers nowadays seem to be either pawn shops or garage sales. So, it's the first thing I got right here. Just a standard nunchuck, which are they're like $10, $12, $15 at GameStop. It's getting kind of ridiculous. But $3. And of course, I'm not paying sticker price. So I got it for $2 at a local pawn shop. And I only have a few of these. Honestly, I need more. I have quite a good selection of Wiimotes, all the different characters and all that kind of stuff that came out with. So it's good to find a nunchuck. I also found a pair of Xbox 360 controllers right here. And these are the controllers that came with the limited edition Gears of War Xbox 360. So I got two of them. One of them's got just a standard battery pack, and one's got the rechargeable battery pack. $10 a piece, but of course, I don't pay sticker price. I'll tell you that over and over and over again. Do not pay asking price. If you're at a garage sale, if you're at a flea market, or if you're at a pawn shop, it is negotiable. That sticker price is just a suggestion. If it's $10, offer 8, offer 7, whatever. Don't be an asshole about it. Like, don't try to like screw them over, but you know, if it's $10, they're right there. Instead of 20, I paid 15. So that's a good deal. I'm excited about that because I really like finding stuff that, you know, is limited edition. So next thing I need to find is an actual Gears of War Xbox 360. So hopefully I can do that. Alright, so I'm going to take a pause on the pawn shop stuff, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my local game shop. It's called FX Game Exchange. They have all the games from Atari to PS4, Xbox One. They have a pretty good Wii selection. They used to have really, really, really good deals, but not so much anymore. But every now and then you find them. So this right here is Conduit 2 for the Wii. It's still sealed. That's the reason I picked it up. Used, it was $10, but they went ahead. They have a pretty good, you know, they have like 10 or 12 of these sealed, so they sold it for the used price to me, which is a great deal. So this is a sealed Wii game, Conduit 2. If you're not familiar with this game, the first Conduit, like, they were labeling it as the Halo killer for Wii. You know, obviously, it didn't turn out to be that, but it was a pretty big deal. It was a great game. Graphically, it was doing things that no other games were doing on the Wii. So Conduit 2 came out. Once again, it really, really, really was a good game. It had great online. It had really cool, all the controller options you can think of. A little bit different tone in this game. This game went for kind of like a comedic tone almost. It had Kevin Sorbo from the 90s show Hercules, like voicing the character. it was a departure from the first Conduit, but a really cool sci-fi space shooter. Obviously trying to go for that like Halo Metroid vibe. It was pretty good as far as like that goes, but control wise, I mean there's few on the Wii that can beat it. And I'm trying to see. I'm looking at the stack of games right here. I'm trying to see if any of those are the ones that I think can beat it, but nah. We'll talk about that another day. All right, we're gonna go into our. These are all the finds that I've found at either garage sales or the flea market. I have not paid more than $2 for each of these games, so just keep that in mind and let's roll through it. Blood-Borne. Now, this obviously came from a pawn shop previously for $5, but not me. I paid $2 for it. I have not played this game yet. I don't have a PlayStation 4 at the moment, and that's probably why. I'm sorry, Colt, but I don't have one. I'm waiting to get a PS4 Pro, so I'm hoping that those come off kind of cheap this holiday season for Black Friday or something. But I really, really love the From Software games. I love a lot of their games. I love Demon Souls. It's one of my favorites. I love Dark Souls. Dark Souls 2 is great. Chrome Hounds, Kingsfield, Otogi. I haven't played Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but I really, really need to play this game. I really, really want to play this game. I sold my PS4 before it came out, but now I have it, chilling, waiting for me to play it. So I'm excited about that for a really good deal. I got this for $1. Rage. I haven't played this either. This is it's an id Software game. I know that. I remember watching like the videos of it, and it like maybe takes place in the desert with vehicles, possibly. I don't know. Heard good things about it. From the creators of Doom and Quake. That's $1. Here's another $1 game. My Sims Party. Shout out to Bubbly Zen. I don't know. Maybe she likes this stuff. My Sims. This is kind of actually more of like a Mario Party or... let's see. Party with your friends and the My Sims. I don't know what any of that means. But I'm going to give it a try. For $1, why the heck not? Ghost Squad. Alright, just like from the cover, this looks like a super generic, super cheap game, but this is actually a really, really good light gun shooter. The Wii, if the Wii leaves a legacy behind, in my opinion, it's going to be the light gun shooters that are brought to the table. I mean, there are a lot of originals, and there's a lot of arcade classics that came to the table, and this is one of them. It's a really, really good game. A really fun game. There's another version of this. It's Ghost Squad, and then... I can't remember the other one. It's like LA cop shooter. I don't know. But someday I'll find it, and I'm going to show it to y'all. But Ghost Squad, really cool game. Looks like shit, not crap. Here's another My Sims game. My Sims Sky Heroes. This is a My Sims playing game. I don't know. It's $1. Alright, this next one. Brutal Legend. Brutal Legend. Now, if you've been watching YouTube, you know that Jack Black has a video game channel now called Jablinski Games. He recently played this, and that kind of inspired me to pick it up and play it. I remember playing the demo a while back, and I mean, I thought it was cool. I heard that it turns into like an RTS game, which I'm not that fond of, but Tim Schafer wrote it, Jack Black voiced it. It seems really cool. Got it for $1. And I just realized all these games have GameStop tags on them, so I guess the people that I found these from, these garage sales and flea markets, really liked GameStop. I don't know. There's like 4 GameStops around here, so. Marvel Superheroes. Lego? Marvel Superheroes. Nah, I don't know. Boombox Blast. Hold on. Boom Blocks Bash Party. Never played it. I actually played the first Boom Blocks quite a bit. I remember it was like touted because Steven Spielberg had something to do with the game, and it really was cool. You know, it was a physics-based puzzle, and it used the Wii motion controllers and Wii pointer controllers, and this is like basically a party version of that. So hopefully I'll have an opportunity to play that pretty soon. Here is a Wii U game. Book of Unwritten Tales 2 for the Wii U. I know nothing about this. I've seen it around, and it's something that I've really wanted to pick up. Just because I am honestly trying to get a full or as full collection of Wii U games as I can. I honestly don't even know what kind of game this is. It sounds like an RPG, but it might be like a point-and-click adventure. I don't know. Next up, Call of Duty 2 for the Xbox 360. The reason that I picked this up, the reason I saw this and I was actually pretty excited because I'm trying to find all of the games that came out on the Xbox 360 launch. I have very nostalgic feelings for those games. I want to kind of relive that launch. I want to do a video series about it, and Call of Duty 2 was my first experience with the Call of Duty game. I played it online. The online was horrendous. It was so full of lag. It was awful, but I remember playing through this game from start to finish story mode and just really falling in love with the gameplay style of it. And then, of course, I fell in love with Call of Duty 4 as well when that came out. But this is one of the games I was really excited to get. And just along with that, we have Condemned. This is also a launch game on the Xbox 360. So eventually, I'm going to get all those games together. I'm going to do a big kind of series and video about just remembering the Xbox 360 launch, and I want to do that for all the systems, but for some reason I think just the time period, I had just gotten an HDTV. I was early 20s. I had expendable income. I had all the launch games. I just had a really, really good time with the Xbox 360 when it launched, that first foray into HD graphics, and I want to kind of relive that, and I want to share that with y'all. Here's another game that's kind of special. Dead Space Extraction. I really like Dead Space 1. I thought that Dead Space 2 was okay, but, a departure from the survival horror, more into the kind of the action spook scares. Before we hit Dead Space 3, which was just kind of a travesty, there came this. This was, at the time, a Wii exclusive, and this is just an on-rails pointer game. It takes about 20 hours to beat. I played this game from beginning to end. I really, really have a strong place in my heart for this game. This is just a really, really cool game. I do not want to ruin it for those who are just the first level alone. I don't want to ruin it. It's such an impactful, strong game, and it really makes you kind of second guess reality and question kind of what's real and what's not. That's all I'm going to say about it. If you have an opportunity to play this on Wii or PS3, I definitely suggest you do it. Next up, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. Never played it. I've heard really good things. I played Jedi Outcast so much when I was a teenager, like my late teens. So I was pretty excited to find this really, really cheap. And I will give it a go at some point. Look at that. It looks like it says $20. I don't know if you can see that. And I was like, hey, guy, this is the flea market. It's like, this has to be a mistake. And he's like, yeah, it's probably $2. And I was like, yeah, I'll give you $1. And then we both walked away happy. Aliens. Colonial Marines. Aliens Colonial Marines. I have a kind of a cool story about this. Now, obviously, this game was touted as garbage. Like, there's a lot of videos about how bad this game is. I don't know. I guess I'll reserve it until I actually play it. But I've been to the Gearbox community days. They used to... Every year, they'd allow the community to come to this free Gearbox event. And they'd have panels. Like, I went one year and Cliffy B was there. And, like, the people from X-Play. Morgan? Adam Sessler? Yeah, those type of people. They'd show up and, they'd ask their questions. You get your autographs with them. You got to play unreleased games. And this was one of the games I got to play that had yet to be released. Of course, at the time, we were playing, online multiplayer in, like, this big, arena setting. And it was with high-end PCs. And the big thing was, it's going to come to Wii U. And, we were so excited about it. And then it came out, and it was crap. And Randy Pitchford evidently was, like, a crook. And who knows. Alright, Halo 1 anniversary. Don't get mad at me, but I've never actually played all the way through Halo 1 before. I played Halo 2 all the way through. I played Halo 3 all the way through. I played Halo Reach all the way through. Halo 5. The Halo 1 was before my time. I did not have an Xbox when it came out. I was a GameCube guy. I didn't start playing Xbox until Halo 2. So I was kind of really happy to see this. And look at that. $2 from a pawn shop. Oh, man. Maybe you can't see it. I got to get a new camera. There you go. Whatever. I paid $2 evidently. I don't know. All right. Talking about launch games a second ago. Here's another launch game. Red Steel for the Wii. If you've played this, I am so sorry. It's actually not a bad game. Fundamentally, the game isn't bad. But the controls, it came out just when the Wii came out. I remember there's a big Game Informer article about it, and it was like, oh, this game looks so beautiful. A bunch of bullshots, you know. Like, obviously, this isn't the actual gameplay. There was no online, nothing that really set it apart, but the pointer controls. But you couldn't customize it like you could later Wii games. So, you know, you'd have to like drift your pointer all the way across the screen to like even get your character to move. It was clunky, it was weird, really cool idea, but not near as good as the sequel. Red Steel 2 is an amazing game. Red Steel 1, not that great. All right. 3 Xbox One games. And these I got for $1 a piece. Bam. Tropico. I don't know what to say about this game because I have no idea. Penultimate Edition. It looks to be like kind of like a Civilization type game. I don't know. Resident Evil 6. I do want to play this. I love Resident Evil. 1 through 4, amazing. 0, I love it. Code Veronica, cool. I heard a lot of bad things about 6. I actually really like, what was it, Operation Raccoon City or whatever. So I'm going to give this a go. Why not? You know, people hate, but whatever. Don't Starve. Mega Pack. I don't know. I'll probably sell that on eBay. I have no interest in that game. All right. A few more games that I got here. Frogger. These are flea market games. 100%. Frogger for the PS1. All these I think I paid between 50 and 75 cents for. I rarely pay anything. Like, if somebody asks $5 for a PS1 game, unless it's something really, really good, nah, I'll just walk away. I won't even offer them money because that's just ridiculous. I'll let them sit on that product for a long time. Here is a PlayStation 2 demo disc. It is the official US PlayStation Magazine issue number 70. So I don't know when the PS1 issue stopped, but it's got, I think it's a dude from NBA Street. I don't know. But I like demo discs. I love demo discs actually. So I'm kind of excited about that one. Manhunt for the original Xbox. Never played that game. I've owned it on PS2, and I heard that you could put in your like headset and play it, and you have to be careful. You can't talk too loud. You can't breathe too loud because you're trying to sneak up on people and like assassinate them and stuff. So I don't know if that's true for the Xbox version, but cool. Time Splitters 2. Oh my gosh. A classic. 75 cents. I was really excited to get this game. I don't own that on Xbox. The original Xbox, I own it on PS2, but if I want to play a game like this, these multi-platform games, I typically am going to play them either on the GameCube or the original Xbox, depending on where the benefits are, whether it's load times or graphics or online multiplayer or whatever. But this is a really cool game. Super excited for that. And one more game, last game, Kung Fu Chaos. I know nothing about this game. I just need to have an Xbox night and just play all these original Xbox games that I've gotten. It looks cool. I think I've heard about this game, like in passing, as like a pretty cool game, but no idea besides that. As far as my games go, that's it. And I do have one more thing, and it's actually from FX. It's a place that I got Conduit to that I showed you earlier. But I got this right here. If you're not familiar with what this is actually a steel case or Steelbook for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. It is sealed. These were they were a giveaway at some point. Best Buy only, I believe, gave it for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe owners, and then they sold it for like $40 by itself, which to me is like, that's crazy. Highway robbery is a travesty. For whatever reason, my local game shop, FX Game Exchange, they had several copies of just this for $5 a piece. I bought 3 copies. I already sold 2 for $30 each, you know, because I gotta fund my game collection somehow. But I'm gonna keep this one for a while, you know. It's like they're not gonna come out with more of these, so this is gonna go in my collection as a sealed steelbook for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that's it. That's what I found. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Hunting Them Games. If you found anything cool, please post your videos. Post links to your Twitter, to your pictures. Let us know what you found. I want to help to grow this community. Please like, subscribe, and do all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, happy hunting, everybody.